Like Israel, we're gonna get started in a second. Try to let a couple people get up in here. Well, Shalom Israel, Yahba Shem Al Shabrak Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thumb by Shem Al Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer of Fire in the Quran Yala, and welcome to another installment of Nothing New Under the Sun. Now, of course, this is the Nothing New Under the Sun series where we like to correlate certain events, you understand, certain spirits, certain characteristics that's in the earth today that were in the earth of the times of old. You understand? Tonight, we're going to get into the men of the Lord and their characteristics and how they were no cowards. You understand? Like here in the ISUBK, we have a slogan, no cowards, no excuses. You understand? That is absolutely biblical. You understand? Because our forefathers was no cowards. You understand? We fought battles. We fought wars. You understand? We lived and died to keep the laws. You understand? Christ was no coward. You understand? Christ was a revolutionary black man that went up against the Roman Empire and their way of life and basically came up against it and telling his people to discontinue from that type of lifestyle. You understand? Discontinue from being with their oppressor. You understand? And tonight we're going to get into it. You understand? The Lord. Man, let's start with the Lord himself. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. You understand? The Lord himself was a man of war. The Lord is no coward. You understand? There's nobody on planet Earth that has killed more people than God himself. You understand? I'm gonna get the book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. It's the book of Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. You understand? The scriptures say God is a man of war. You understand? Man, he's not a coward. I mean, he's going to war because he has enemies. You understand? The Lord has enemies, so do the Lord's chosen people. The children of Israel have enemies. You understand? I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. You understand? There's nothing new under the sun. We've been oppressed in the days of old. We're oppressed today. You understand? The same people that's our enemies today, the same people that we fight against today, and say, of course, on a spiritual level, you understand? We fought against them on a spiritual level in the days of old. And sometimes it got physical a lot of times. You understand? There's nothing new under the sun. And the men of God, they've always been warriors. The men of God have always been no cowards. You understand? The scriptures say we are made in the likeness of his image. You understand? And the men in the ISUBK, you understand? We bear witness to the image of God because we are no cowards, as is God is no coward. You understand? Salakia. Let me get into it. Let's go to the book. Let's go to the beginning. You understand? The book of Genesis, right? In the sixth chapter, right? I'm gonna start at verse 1. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, and verse 1. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. Now, These sons of God, you understand, this is not talking about no angels. You understand? The sons of God have always been chosen men that lived on the damn planet Earth. You understand? These are people that this scripture is talking about. Angels don't have sex. Angels don't have babies. You understand? Angels minister unto the Lord day and night and follow orders. Angels don't have stomachs and rods to eat food and have sex and fornicate and disobey the Lord. You understand? That's not what angels do. That's what people do. You understand? I'm going to read that again. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. You understand? Like when you read in Genesis, the second chapter, when the Lord gave Adam a rib, you understand, from out of his own body. You understand what that's talking about is Adam getting a woman of his own nation. You understand? Like when you read when Laban told Jacob, you know what I'm saying, you flesh of my flesh, you know what I'm saying, bone of my bone. That's what it means for Eve to be Adam's rib. You understand? She came out of his family, right? Now, these brothers that was the chosen children of the Lord, you understand, at that time, which were Adamites, you understand, these brothers had a covenant with the Lord, as did Adam. And he taught his sons, you understand, how to live, you understand, and to basically take them wives of their own nation, of their own family, and not to defile themselves with these heathen women, you understand? So what happened was these brothers, these same brothers that was chosen of God before Jacob, you understand, before Abraham, before the Israelites, you understand? These brothers begin to see the daughters of men that were on planet Earth just like them, and they seen that they were fair, meaning that they seen and looked at these women as beautiful, and they started taking wives, you understand, of these other nations. They started having sex and making babies with these other nationalities of people, just like you see brothers in America do today, just like you see brothers in the UK, you understand, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, North Central and South America. You understand? This is what our people did. We always went against the laws of the Lord. All right. Reading on. Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. The Lord tripping right now. He like, look, man, I'm not finna keep going back and forth with you niggas. You understand? That's literally what the Lord is saying. I'm not finna keep striving with y'all. I told y'all what to do. Y'all don't want to listen to me. I ain't finna keep going back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make your number of your days. You understand? 120 years old, meaning you're gonna have a short life now. You understand? I'm finna start killing y'all off. Satan was in the Garden of Eden while Satan snake seeds waited outside the Garden of Eden for the prey. 1968, brother, just sit back and listen. You understand? Because I'm a priest and prophet of the Lord, and you definitely can't tell me about this Bible. If you're not in the ISUBK, if you're not a man that outranks me in this Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge, you can teach me nothing about the Bible. You understand? Salakia, right? Uh, Verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. When this is talking of when they say it was giants in the earth in them days, this is not talking about some 20-foot, you understand, human being putting his rod in a regular goddamn woman. This is a metaphor, you understand? When you talk about a person being a giant, you understand, it tells you right here in the same scripture, right? I'm gonna read that again. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. You understand? These giants were the offspring of those sons of God, you understand, and those daughters of men. This was they sons that became mighty men. You understand? Men of renown. That's what it means to be a giant. You understand? Somebody with a big name. You understand? Somebody that's a big stature as far as reputation. You understand? Somebody famous. That's what it means to be a damn giant. This is not talking about some a 30-foot human being walking on planet Earth. That's not true. That is not in the Bible. You understand? And the people that read these scriptures and understand it and interpret it the same way a Caucasian man would, you don't understand the slang of black people, and you don't believe that black people wrote this Bible. This is why you don't understand the metaphors. You understand? These giants is talking about men that was of high stature, meaning these men had a lot of pull. They had a big reputation. You understand? These were men that basically were what's the word I'm looking for? In certain fields of entertainment, of sports arenas, or anything like that. Like we would look at the brother Bernie Mac. You understand? As a giant in the comedian world. You understand? He's big. You understand? Like the brother Gutter TV. You understand that do a lot of podcast and put out a lot of urban content to the world. You understand? He got a clip before his videos come on of the rapper Webby from down there in Louisiana. And Webby tell him he like Gutter TV, you gonna be big. You understand? That's the same thing as calling a brother a giant, meaning you gonna be big, meaning you gonna have some type of stature in this society. You understand? That's what that's talking about, being a giant. All right. Verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord seen that these people was wicked. You understand? These same men, you understand, were wicked. And he seen that only they thought continual wickedness. And I'm going to show you why. You get to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee very suddenly. You understand? This is why the continual thoughts of men was wicked on earth at that point in time. Because like in the future to come, in the days of Moses, Moses told the children of Israel they should not marry unto these other nations that the Lord sent him to destroy, because he knew that they would turn their ways away from. He knew that they would turn their minds away from following the Lord. You understand? And why did the Lord understand that? Because of what happened right here in Genesis, the 6th chapter. It was the same thing that happened with the sons of God back then, prior to the Israelites actually living on planet Earth. You understand? These brothers start making marriages with the rest of these nations that the Lord didn't want them dealing with. And in turn, they started to be evil. You understand? They started to be, what was the word? The Lord said, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. These brothers became evil because they started dealing with the rest of these heathen nations and start following after their ways of life. You understand? Verse 7. So like in verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the earth. For it repented me that I have made them. You understand? So the Lord literally flooded planet Earth. This is prior to the flood. You understand? This is the Lord basically giving an account of why the earth was flooded. The earth was flooded, you understand, because number one, the Lord is a man of war. You understand? You go against his words, you understand? You are saying you basically doing an act of war against God. You understand? And what's God gonna do because he a man of war? He gonna go to war right with you. You understand? So what happened was, when these chosen men of God at that time, they start sleeping with these heathen women and indulging in their customs, that waged war on the Lord. You understand? So what the Lord said, he said he gonna destroy man and beast. You understand? That's what he said. And how did he destroy man and beast at that time? He destroyed everybody, saved 7 souls, so like it 8 souls. You understand? Noah, his 3 sons, and all of their wives. You understand? And the Lord destroyed the planet Earth. You understand? Because he is a man of war, and he did it with flooding, you understand, because of interracial marriage. It's right there in Genesis, the 6th chapter, you understand, Salaki. I'm going to drop that. Matam Ya Bashim Al Shabaraka Salaki, Ya Bashim Al Shabaraka Salaki. The water for tapping in, Matam Ya, I definitely appreciate you. If you got a question, 1968, put it in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you always got comments. The scriptures say, Salaki, I don't know what, ever so much learning, paraphrasing, but not according to knowledge. You understand? You got to humble yourself, brother, and come in here and ask some questions. You can't teach me the Bible at all. You can teach none of these men in this ISUBK the Bible. We've devoted our lives to doing this, and we take this very seriously. You understand? I'm not sitting up here trolling some fake Israelite group or some Christian pastor because I got work to do. So 1968, if you I'm Charles. If that's your name, brother Charles, if you got questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, brother. Other than that, sit back, pay attention to the class, because this is to wake brothers and sisters up just like you. You understand? Salakia. Let's go to Genesis, the 14th chapter, right? It's the book of Genesis, chapter 14 and verse 1. And before I read on, right? Sharp, yeah, not at all, 1968, not at all. Get in class, brother, humble yourself. Contrary to the popular belief of the world as a whole, Christianity has put a black eye on the men of God. You understand? With this, God loves everybody, and Jesus died for everybody's sin, and God is love. You understand? The Lord is a man of war. Once again, Exodus 15 and 3. You understand? On top of that, the men of the Lord, these wasn't no cowards. These wasn't no pussies. Salakia for my vulgar language. But these wasn't no soft cats. You understand? These brothers fought wars. You understand? What is your point? Why would God listen to you and not me? The reason why God will listen to me and not you, because I'm not a sinner and I'm not you. That's exactly why the Lord would listen to me and not you. You understand? The Lord is not going to listen to you because you have not took an oath to actually serve the Lord. You understand? Here in the ISUBK, we are the only authorized acronym of Israelites that's actually teaching this Bible. You understand? If you're not in ISUBK, you're not in the truth. You don't abide in the truth. You don't keep the commandments. And the scriptures say the Lord does not hear the prayer of sinners. So if you're not in the ISUBK, you are a sinner, and the Lord is not going to listen to you. And this is why he listens to me, period. You understand? Salakia. But these brothers in this Bible, you understand, brothers was not no soft cowards. They wasn't sitting up here trying to hug and come together with all of these goddamn nations, which the Lord is a separatist. You understand? He don't want the children of Israel come together with all nations. You can read that in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter. Matter of fact, Salakia, Genesis the 11th chapter tells you that the Lord is a separatist. You understand? Salakia. Well, let's get into the battle that Abraham fought, because Christianity does not teach you these great and glorious battles that the men of the Lord fought, you understand, in their times of living on planet Earth. These wasn't no soft cats. They wasn't going around hugging white people and telling them, oh, come to my church, you understand, and all of this BS. These brothers actually fought wars and they meant business. You understand? Salakia. Question: the other day I seen the Jamaicans ISUBK with the title, The Israelis. Are you still going by the name of Israelis again? Brother, we ain't never went by the name of Israelis. You understand? The name Israeli means that you are a citizen of Israel. We are Israelites. You understand? We are the true biblical and ethnical Israelites. You understand? We ain't never went by the name of Israelis. Now, I don't know if you must have read the title of the class wrong, but there's no faction of our schools. There's none of our schools that go by the title of Israeli. You understand? Israeli is a Caucasian white man that lives in the land of Israel that claims to be a descendant of the Israelites, but they don't call themselves Israelites because they know they are not Israelites. You understand? Salakia. This is the book of Genesis chapter 14 and verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Shador Laamar, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and Birsha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, the king of Bela, which is Zoar. And all these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is in the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer, Chedorlaomer, and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephaims in Ashtaroth, Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Shavi, and Kirithaim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir unto El Param, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to En Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwell in Hazan Tamar. And they went out the king, and there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same as Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim. So this is talking about a big war that a lot of these Hamites are in at this time, you understand? And they fighting against they fighting against the king of Sodom and the king of Gomorrah. Why did the Jamaicans have the title Israelis? Talk to me. Are they not your brothers? You definitely didn't see no Jamaican, no ISUBK Jamaica with the title of Israelis. That's a lie. You understand? We don't go by that. Salakia. 1968, bro. You can ask valid questions as pertaining to the Bible. If not, bro, I'm about to ignore you. You understand? Because this lesson is about actually trying to edify people. These classes are about actually waking people up. If you don't come here with no questions that you actually genuinely have about the scriptures, then just don't come in here at all. You wasting your own time, brother. It don't even make sense for you to even come in these classes and try to troll. We hear about serious business. This is for brothers and sisters that's not in the school and in the school that actually want to learn the Bible. You understand? 1968, you don't even have a picture on yourself. We in the ISUBK, we know cowards. You understand? If you got a question, if you want to see brothers face to face, you understand? We got a building in Richmond, California. What you know the Salakia. Matam Yada, if you could, Baba Kashar, put the we got a building in Richmond, man. 2213 McDonald Avenue. You understand? If you really wasn't a coward, you wouldn't be on this damn internet just trying to troll and pick at brothers in these classes. If you really had questions, you would come to that building. We hold classes from Monday to Sunday in that building. You understand? If you got any questions, come knock on the door, bro, and brother's gonna edify you. We gonna educate you. You understand? Salakia. And you don't believe the truth because the truth is right here in your face and you trying to contend with it. You understand? But Salakia, this is a battle going on with a lot of these Hamitic tribes, you understand, and the two kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, you understand, Salakia. You getting out of pocket, young fella, and I haven't said anything to disrespect you except ask you questions. Brother, once again, if you got questions, you feel me, about this Bible pertaining to actually getting you some knowledge instead of trolling, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. If you want to question the school, you understand, and see what we about, you can come to 2213 McDonald Avenue, Richmond, California. You understand? Monday through goddamn Sunday, and we got classes, and brothers will answer your questions. You understand? Salakia. And you was disrespectful. We don't go by no Israelis. That's not us. If you seen somebody calling themselves the Israeli, that is not the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Verse 9. With Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, 4 kings with 5. And the vow of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the king of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. So these 2 kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, you understand, they losing this battle bad, you understand, to where they got to flee and get up out of there, you understand, because these other kings, they own their behinds. You know what I'm saying? Verse 11, and they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their victuals and went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelled in Sodom, and all his goods, and departed. Now, not only are they beating the pants off for the king of Sodom and Gomorrah in battle, you understand? They took all of their goods, and they took some of the people. And out of these people that they took Abram's nephew, you understand, which is Lot, right? Verse 13. And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, the brother of Eshcol, and brother of Ener. And these were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. Now, this is Abraham, you understand, before he was called Abraham. This is Abram, you understand? These heathens came and told Abram, man, look, Sodom and Gomorrah just got ransacked by these other kings. They done took everything from him, and they took your nephew captive. So what did Abram do? Abram girded up his loins, you understand? He got his sword, his weapons of war, and then he got his trained soldiers. Salaki, it says his trained servants. These brothers was trained because Abram was a man of war. You understand? And they was raised up in Abram's house, and Abram was over these people, right? So they trained for war. You understand? And when that time to go to war came, he called his 300 men and was like, look, we going to go get my nephew. You understand? And they went to go get Lot. Salakia. Verse 15, and he divided himself against them, he and his servants by night, and smote them and pursued them unto Habah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. So him and his trained servants, you understand, they went to war with these heathen kings. You understand? And they did it strategically. He divided himself, you understand, and his servants. He set them up garrisons in Salaki, what's the word I'm looking for? In a strategic way, you understand, to where they could come at these kings in battle and actually win the battle, right? These was great war tactics that Abram had. Verse 16, and he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. So Abram, he went out to war to go bring back his brother Lot, and he brought back all the goods. Abram was victorious in his war. You understand? This is not a coward. You understand? Salakia. This is not some Nancy boy or somebody that's singing in the damn choir that wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. This is contrary to the men that your Christian pastor try to paint to you. You understand, that come out of these scriptures. This is contrary to Christ. This is contrary to brothers like Ezekiel. You understand? Brothers like Nehemiah. You understand? Brothers like Daniel. These brothers were men of war because the Lord is a man of war. Salakia. Verse 17, and the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Cheddar Lamar and of the kings that were with him at the valley of Shaveh, which is in the king's dale. You understand? So the king of Sodom, he went to go meet Abram after this big slaughter. You understand? After he was victorious in war. These are men of war that you read about in these scriptures. You understand? I'm gonna drop that. We go to so let's go to Genesis 25. Talk about our forefather Jacob real quick. You understand? The book of Genesis, chapter 25. What I want. And we'll start at verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because he was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. You understand? So now, here we have our forefather Isaac, you understand, which is the son of Abraham. At about 40 years of age, he takes Rebekah to be his wife. You understand? And Rebekah couldn't have no children, so he prayed to the Lord that Rebekah can get pregnant and produce him an heir, produce him a seed. You understand? Salakia. But reading on, and when Isaac when he prayed to the Lord, she conceived, meaning she got pregnant, because the Lord he was entreated of Isaac. You understand? Isaac was a righteous and just man, so the Lord granted him his prayers. Right? Verse 22, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went and she went to inquire of the Lord. You understand? So these two children are fighting in her womb. You understand? And she's so confused as to why is this the Lord? You understand? Why is this pregnancy of the Lord if I feel so bad and I'm in so much pain? Because these children are fighting within her womb. You understand? This is our brother. Salakia, this is our forefather, Jacob, fighting with our oppressor Esau in the goddamn womb. You understand? This brother was in the womb fighting before he even took a breath of air on planet Earth. He's fighting against his adversary in the womb. These are men of war in this Bible. You understand? Salakia. Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 24. And when her days to be fulfilled, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare them. You understand? So they fought so damn much in this womb that they was fighting coming out of the womb. You understand? She had twins. Esau came out first. This is the forefather of the Caucasian man. You understand? He came out first, and they doing so much fighting in the womb, and Jacob not going out. You understand? His hand is holding on his heel as he's coming out the womb because they was fighting. And the Lord said these people should be separated. You understand? Because he knows it's going to be a battle between us and these goddamn Edomites. You understand? That's what was going on in the womb before Jacob before Jacob even took a breath on planet Earth. You understand? So like I'm gonna drop that. Let's go to Genesis, the 32nd chapter. All right. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 32, and I'm gonna start at verse 24. It's Jacob again. He had to wrestle with an angel, you understand, to get a blessing from him. Let's get that. And Jacob was left alone, And there wrestled Salaki, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. So Jacob, you understand, he sent his wives and his children on up ahead, you know what I'm saying, for him to be by himself. And then what happened was he had to wrestle with a man, you understand, to the breaking of the day. You understand? He wrestled with this dude all damn day. You understand? To the nighttime, right? Salakia. Verse 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. You understand? This is the angel of the Lord wrestling Jacob. You understand? Jacob was so much not of a coward, you understand? He was not going to lose this fight, you understand? And the angel had to do some miraculous stuff to him to actually get Jacob to stop trying to fight him. So he touched his thigh and he knocked his thigh out of socket. You understand? He knocked the joint on his thigh out of the socket in order for Jacob to leave him the hell alone. You understand? Because Jacob was a man of war, right? Verse 26. And he said, let me go, for the day break. And he said, I will not let thee go except thou bless me. He said, man, look, bro, it's getting too late for this, man. Let me go, bro. Jacob like, nah, man, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. You understand? You got to give me a blessing. That's the only way I'm going to let you go, right? Verse 28. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, or Yashar Allah in the Hebrew. For as a prince hast thou for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. Verse 29. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he asked, wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. You understand? Jacob fought to be called the prince of the power of the Lord. You understand? He had to fight for the name Yashar Allah, which that's what it means. You understand? God prevails, and as well as prince of the power. You understand? Salakia. Right? Let's go to Genesis the 34th chapter. This is Simeon and Levi. You understand? Two sons of Jacob, right? These are two sons of Jacob. Mind you, we just went from the Lord, we then came down to Abraham, we then came down to Jacob. You understand? Now we coming to Jacob's sons. This is the history of the children of Israel. This is the history of blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, our forefathers. You understand? They always went to war. These was always no cowards, men of valor. You understand? Not like the Christian church like to tell you some soft white man named Jesus. He came to love everybody and bring everybody together. No, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make this a couple of parts to this class. You understand? Because you have to understand this has happened throughout all history. You understand? Even Christ gonna say it himself when he come back. Them that don't want me to reign over them, bring them here and slay them before my face. I'm paraphrasing. You understand? But even Christ is a man of war. Salakia. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 34 and verse 1. You understand? And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. So Dinah, her having a house full of brothers, you understand? She wanted to go play with some girls or go see what the girls of the land was doing because she didn't have no sisters. And this filthy, stinking, wicked Hivite African, this Philistine, this South African today, you understand? He seen our fourth sister and raped this goddamn sister. You understand? Salakia. When has Louis Farrakhan and the Muslims, Nation of Islam, went to war against the American white man? Look, brother, I'm not in the Nation of Islam. You understand? Nor do I speak for the Nation of Islam. But to answer your question, they ain't never went to war against a goddamn white man. You understand? They married unto some other enemies of ours, which is the goddamn Arabs, and consented to their religion. They ain't never went to war against the white man, and they never will, because they don't believe in the Bible. You understand? They are not set up by God to actually lead the children of Israel out of slavery. And furthermore, Louis Farrakhan is a white man. You understand? Louis Farrakhan's father is a Caucasian. If you don't believe me, you can go ahead and Google it yourself. Louis Farrakhan's father is a Caucasian. But I'm sure you don't even understand the logic of me calling Farrakhan a white man because his father is a Caucasian, because you don't know or understand 1968 that you are who you are because of your father. You understand? And this is why I'm reading these scriptures. These scriptures are about the men of the children of Israel who actually follow the laws of God, being men of war. Louis Farrakhan follows a goddamn Arab God. You understand? Nor is he a black man, you understand, by heritage on his father's side. He is a Caucasian man. So no, the Nation of Islam, they never went to war against the white man. You understand? But in the ISUBK, we go to spiritual warfare with the white man every goddamn day. You're witnessing spiritual warfare right now by me telling the children of Israel that we have to wake up and come out of ideologies of being America, Mr. Bob Marley lover. And if you don't know, Bob Marley was a goddamn white man either. I mean, he was a goddamn white man too. Louis Farrakhan, blood father of J. Edgar Hoover. Come on, bro. You just be saying anything, bro. Get up out of here, man. Go ahead and go keep smoking your weed, bro. This is for serious people who actually want to learn something in this class, 1968. You a weirdo, bro, and you most likely a drug addict, and you're a coward. You understand? Salakia. Reading on, verse 3. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the damsel and spake kindly unto the damsel. So this heathen, you understand, he raped our sister Dinah, right? And what happened was, after he raped her, he tried to be kind and nice to her after he defiled our sister. You understand? Salakia. Verse 4. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, get me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter. Now his sons were with the cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. You understand? Salakia, man, like Jacob, he's sitting back, he mad, he's steaming. You understand? He heard what the hell just happened to his daughter, so he's sitting back waiting for his sons to get back so he can tell his sons what the hell happened. You understand? Salakia. I'm gonna jump down. Salakia, I'm gonna continue. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. And the son of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it. And the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel and lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. You understand? So these brothers came back. You understand? The sons of Jacob, or the sons of Israel, they came back hella mad. You understand? When they say it said they were very wroth and grieved, meaning they was hot, they was steaming, they was ready to hurt somebody. You understand? Verse 8. And Hamor communed with them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her to him, Salakia, give her him to wife, and make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you, and you shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein. So they talking about basically, you know what I'm saying, we should all come together and live as one people. You understand? And kumbaya after we done raped your damn sister. You understand? That's the spirit of Christians. Christians want you to forgive your oppressor. Forgive the people that raped, robbed, and murdered you. You understand? Forgive the violence and the crimes that being committed against you. You understand? For you to come together with the rest of these nations, like this brother 1968 has done. You understand? He loves Bob Marley. You understand? He loves being a goddamn Christian. You understand? Us in the ISUBK, we standing with our brothers and sisters that got done wrong by the rest of these goddamn heathens that live deliciously off the backs of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why we come out to camp. You understand? When we go to camp, we going to war. You understand? We coming up against the stronghold of America to tell you that you will be destroyed for what you did to the children of Israel. And you only have to be a man of war and a man that is not a coward in order to survive and prosper in the ISUBK up under commanding General Yana, the only righteous black person to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians out of this hellhole. You understand? Niggas like Louis Farrakhan, he's soft. He's a coward. You understand? He consented to somebody else's religion. You understand? And now the Arab man is his goddamn God. Bob Marley was a goddamn Caucasian man as well as Louis Farrakhan, and they will never put the spirit in brothers and sisters to actually stand up for what you believe in and your people being oppressed because they are your oppressor. You understand? So 1968, you a coward. You understand? Period. Commander General Yana put his life on the line for the children of Israel day in and day out. You understand? Make sure y'all book y'all tickets April 1st, you understand, to Raleigh, North Carolina. Is going down the Lord's 54th annual Passover. If you ain't there, you a goddamn coward. You understand? Salakia. All right. Reading on. Verse 11. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me, I will give. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me. But give me the damsel to wife. You understand? So this damn heathen, man, he like, man, look, whatever y'all want from me, I give it to y'all. I just want her, you understand, to be my son's wife. I hope y'all forgive me that he raped her. You understand? We'll pay you whatever you want to. We'll live in perfect harmony. We'll be one big old happy family. You understand? Salakia. Verse 13. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, because he has defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto him, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach unto us. But in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of your Salakia, every male of you be circumcised, then we will give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters unto us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people. You understand? So they came and spoke deceitfully to Shechem and Hamor. You understand? Because they was mad that their sister got raped by this damn heathen. You understand? So they like, look, man, look, we keep the law of circumcision. Y'all not circumcised, go in and circumcise y'all men, and we'll be a happy family with y'all. We'll take your daughters, and you could take our daughters, you understand? And we'll marry unto each other, and everybody gonna come together and live in perfect harmony. Well, these brothers is coming to them deceitfully because they mad and they got a plan in mind, because these brothers are men of war. You understand? Verse 17. But if you will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter and we will be gone. Verse 18. And their words pleased Hamor, and Shechem Hamor's son. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. You understand? So Hamor, Salakia, Shechem, he had some seniority. You understand? He had influence over his people. So the men of his nation, you understand, they did exactly what Hamor and Shechem wanted them to do. They went ahead and got circumcised, you understand, because they listened to their king and they prince, right? Verse 20, and Salakia. And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came unto the gate of their city and communed with the men of their city, saying, these men are peaceable with us. Therefore, let them dwell in the land and trade therein. For the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only herein will the men consent unto us, Salakia, consent unto us for to dwell with us, to be one people, every male among us be circumcised, as they are circumcised. Shall not their cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours? Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us. So not only do they want Dinah, you understand, to be Shechem's wife, but they look at this as a great business opportunity. You understand? Oh, we gonna have they cattle. You understand? These niggas, they sheep, they shepherds. You understand? They got a whole lot of livestock. when we come together with them and we start marrying their daughters and they start marrying our daughters, we're gonna have a whole lot of good food to eat because these niggas are shepherds. You understand? This is a good deal for us, right? It's a lot here. Verse 24. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem, his son, hearken all Salaki, and unto Hamor and unto Shechem, his son, hearken all that were out of the gate of his city, and every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate of the city. Verse 25. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two sons, Salaki, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the males. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out. You understand? So these brothers wasn't no, oh, let's kumbaya and y'all do what we do and we gonna become one people. Nah. You understand? Simeon, you understand? Shemaiwan in the Hebrew, which is the so-called Dominicans today. You understand? And who else? Levi, right? Salaki, and Levi, or Loya in the Hebrew, which is the so-called Haitians today. You understand? These brothers are men of war. You understand? And it's crazy too because the Dominican Republic and Haiti sits on the same island, which was formerly called Hispaniola. These two tribes live on that same island together, and they contend with each other about everything, right? But once they was together, you understand, and these brothers went to war for their sister being raped. You understand? Now we so damn destroyed. It's a market in the land of the Dominican Republic today. You understand? That's like on the border of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? And the Dominican Republic. And colorism is so evil out there, right? A lot of the Dominicans, you understand, the market is like a flea market. You understand? It's on the Dominican Republic side. So what they would do is every day, every morning, everybody would bring their goods to this market in order to make money to feed their families. But what they do to the Haitian brothers and sisters, they make them wait a little bit later in the day so the Dominicans can make more money, you understand, than the Haitians. And eventually, like later on in the day, they allow the Haitian brothers and sisters, because they looked at as black, you understand, or darker skinned people, they allow them to come and sell their goods later on in the day, you understand, in order to keep strife between these two tribes and to keep both of these tribes impoverished, but to keep the Levites more impoverished because of colorism. You understand? It's evil as hell, and this is all plot brought on the children of Israel by the goddamn oppressor. You understand? Salakia. But these brothers, they went to war together. Simeon and Levi, y'all two forefathers. The Haitians and the Dominicans, you understand? Y'all forefathers went to war, you understand, and killed the whole city of goddamn Hamites for raping one of our sisters, you understand? These are men of war, you understand? When you look at the Haitians, you understand, of course, you got these brothers that's called the Zopound, you understand, down there in Florida. These brothers is Haitians. Of course, they go to war on them streets down there in Florida, you understand? It's on the left-hand side, it's evil why they go to war, you understand, due to the selling drugs and all of this type of stuff. But if the children of Israel actually knew what we should go to war for and what we should go to war about, you understand, then we would understand that warrior-like spirit that we got in the ghettos that keeps us fighting against each other, we should know how to channel that anger to go to war righteously, you understand, and actually serve our Lord. And this is what the men in the ISUBK have been taught by Commander General Yana, you understand? Of course, we all men of war, you understand? Some brothers went to war with other gangs, you understand, other neighborhoods. Some brothers went to war, fought at Esau's military, you understand? But now that Commander General Yana has not dropped his sword and actually taught brothers how to actually go to war in a proper direction. Instead of me going to war, if I'm a blood and you a Crip, or you a GD, I'm a Vice Lord, and we going to war as far as fight against our own goddamn people, we go to spiritual war with this empire by going to camp. by telling the oppressor to his face that he the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord is going to visit him for the crimes that he committed against the children of Israel. We truly know cowards up in here. Salakia, you understand? We go to book of Exodus chapter 2. Now, this book of Exodus chapter 2, this is during the time where the Egyptians waged war on the children of Israel. They took crafty counsel against us, had us working in them goddamn fields from sun up to sundown, picking crops, fruits and vegetables, you understand, tending to their livestock so they can eat food, placing other gods on us, you understand, having us indulge in drug dealing, you understand, using drugs, black on black crime. All of this was going on in the land of Egypt. You understand? The book of Exodus chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's house, and he became her son, and she called his name Moses, or Mashah in the Hebrew. You understand? And she said, because I drew him out of water. Verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on the burdens, Salaki, and looked on their burdens. And he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew, one of his brethren. You understand? Now, when you read in the New Testament, you see exactly how old Moses was. You understand? When he actually came to the children of Israel, Moses was raised in Pharaoh's house. He was raised as someone of upperclassmen in Egypt. You understand? He was raised rich. He was raised in a king's house. You understand? But he knew he was a Hebrew because before he was able to actually come into Pharaoh's house, you understand, he was actually schooled and brought up as a young child by his physical mother. You understand? She nursed him, taught him about the history of his people, taught him that he was an Israelite. So when Moses became about 40 years old, he went out to go see what was going on with his people. He went out to go look on the burdens of the children of Israel because we was in slavery at this time. We was in physical slavery, just like we served here in America. You understand? Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. You understand? So Moses, he killed an Egyptian, you understand, because he seen the Egyptian beating on one of his fellow brethren, another child of Israel. You understand? And what he did, he killed that Egyptian. You understand? And hid him in the sand. Moses was a man of war. He was a brother that was actually willing to kill and die for his people. Because you got to think about it. This is Moses, you understand? Moses risked his life by killing this Egyptian because he knows that the Egyptians are in full power over the children of Israel. You understand? Like I just explained, he grew up in Pharaoh's house. So he knows exactly what will happen to a Hebrew if they kill an Egyptian. You understand? You damn near just signed your own death certificate, right? But Moses didn't give a damn about that because he was a man of war. You understand? He actually cared about the children of Israel. You understand? Salakia. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? You understand? Yabashim al Shabarakatah, Sawap, the water for tapping in. Appreciate you, bro. You understand? So Moses, he came out the next day and he seen two Israelite brothers fighting against each other. He was like, man, look, bro, like, why is you doing this? When it say he said to the one, so like, I'm gonna read that again. And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? So to the brother that was wrong, he was like, bro, you out of pocket for that. Like, come on, my nigga, we family, bro. He a black man just like you. He's an Israelite just like you. Moses witnessed black on black crime going on in front of his face in Egypt because the children of Israel was being oppressed. You understand? And him being a man of war, him understand that we ain't supposed to go to war with each other. These Egyptians are the ones that's oppressing us. Why is y'all fighting together? You understand? We both Israelites. We brothers. You understand? Verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses, but Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. So Moses, of course, he not stupid. You know, man, these niggas finna kill me. You understand? I gotta get up out of here. Moses had a warrant to be put to death, but Moses risked his life because he was a man of war and he loved his people. You understand? This is why he killed that Egyptian. You understand? To get his people to not be oppressed. You understand? Salakia. I'll go to the book of Exodus, chapter 17 and verse 8. Let's get into Joshua. You understand? The brother that led the charge over the children of Israel after Moses passed. This account that I'm about to read, this happened during the time of Moses. You understand? It's the book of Joshua, chapter 17 and verse 8. Then came Amalek and fought against and fought with Israel and Rephidim. You understand? Amalek, the so-called Jewish man. You understand? This is his people at this time. They came and fought against the children of Israel. Of course, they were cowards. You understand? So they went to the back of the congregation of the children of Israel and fought the elderly. You understand? Fought the young people. You understand? Fought women, children, and old people. You understand? Verse 9. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose out men and go out with Amalek tomorrow. So I can choose out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. So Moses get at Joshua like, look, bro, tell this man, look, get some soldiers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your weapons and go out and go fight against these Amalekites. You understand? Go ahead and fight against this Jewish man because they killing our people and we need to go to war. These are men of war. This is not no soft choir singing boys. You understand? Verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. So Joshua and the men that he chose to go fight with the Amalekites, these brothers went to full out battle with these damn heathens. You understand? Verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. Verse 13. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. Verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. For I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. You understand? So Joshua, he went to war. You understand? And he told Moses to write this in a book and rehearse it to Joshua because I'm going to destroy these Amalekites. You understand? Joshua was a man of war. You understand? Just like Moses, just like Abraham, just like Jacob. You understand? Just like Simeon and Levi, just like the children of Israel, we are men of war. You understand? Salaki, I got a couple more scriptures. I'm going to go ahead and end it. Let's go to Joshua 1:1. The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 1. Salakia. The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 6. Be strong and of good courage, for unto the people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swear unto their fathers to give them. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. You understand? That's the Lord telling Joshua to be strong and be a valiant man of war. You understand? Because you got a battle to fight. You understand? You got to lead these children of Israel to go take over this land that I promised to y'all. You understand? And how you going to take this land? You're going to fight for it. You understand? This has been another episode of Nothing New Under the Sun. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I'm going to come at y'all next week, Lord willing, with part 2 of how the men of the Lord were no cowards. To the brothers, Yahweh by Shimmy Shabaraka Thumb. You understand? To the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Allah Thun by Shimmy Shah to the sisters. Shalom, Israel.